Hello, friends, and welcome to Little Bean's Garden, located in Pomona, California, Zone 10A, established in 2015. My name is Sule, and I will be your host for today. Today is July 7th, 2024, and I thought it would be a good day to do a garden tour. We're going to start here. These are my boysenberries. That is the mother plant. This is the cuttings that I took. So 3 cuttings. They are doing absolutely fabulous. I actually thought I was going to lose them. I think around May they got a disease or I don't know what happened, but they went brown and really crunchy. So I thought I was going to lose them, but as you can see, they're very strong and they're very happy now, but I really don't know what happened before. Either way, I am just happy that they are back and they're growing super nice and healthy and they'll be able to produce for me next year. Right, I'm going to try not to make you dizzy. This is going to be some lilies that I have in pots. This one is a climbing rose. I don't think it has its label. Oh yeah, it does. It does have its label. Let's see. This is the Golden Showers. Rose Climber Golden Showers. And it's a beautiful rose. Definitely highly recommended. It's not doing so great right now because of the extreme heat. And that's my mess. Don't mind that. This is some serrano peppers. These are serrano peppers as well. And I'm going to do a garden tour, but it's not going to be the typical going one by one because I've done so many already. And I don't want to bore you with the same things. These zinnias looked absolutely beautiful in May, but right now they look a little beat up because they, have been experiencing extreme heat. We have had a lot of high heat, and these are the ones that Cole sent me. He sent me some seeds and I just put them in the pots. And all I'm doing now is when I see the dry flowers, I put them back in the pot and hopefully it will give me another batch. Anyways, moving along. So this one is the dwarf, ultra dwarf Bing cherry. This one is the ultra dwarf compact Stella. They're both doing pretty good. This one actually gave me fruit this year, and I highly recommend it for an area like mine. And then in case you're new here, let me just give you a little bit of information. In the beginning of my videos, I always mention my growing zone. Now, if you're new to gardening, it's very important that you do understand that the growing zone is going to be important and relevant to you for your perennials, like perennial plants, perennial shrubs, perennial trees, fruit trees. So that is when you're going to need to know your growing zone. The reason for that is because you want to make sure that you get either perennial plants, perennial shrubs, or fruit trees that are, going to live more than the typical annual plant like tomatoes and peppers. You want to make sure that they're going to withstand the cold in your area. So that is when your growing zone is important. And I like to mention it in the beginning of my videos because I feel that it gives people an idea of what my climate is like where I am growing my little food forest. Oh, and this is the Chester blackberry, and it has been absolutely productive. I already ate a lot. My aunt already ate a lot. My mother already ate a lot. And it's still going. This is how they are in the beginning. This is how they are after. So they plump up a little bit, but they're not super plump. And this one looks like it's ready. It looks pretty plump. Let's take a good test by tasting it. Yep. I'm definitely ready. So sweet. Black Chester Blackberry. Highly recommend it. Very productive in the high heat and very sweet. The serrano peppers in this area aren't looking very hot, and that's because they are in absolutely full-blown sun. I just don't have anywhere else to put them because all my space is pretty packed up. Now, I mentioned also in the beginning of my videos the city where I live. And the reason for that is again to give you an idea of what type of weather I am dealing with here in my city where I am located so that you know if you have a similar climate to mine and maybe watching my videos and seeing what I plant can help you plan out your garden to see what you need to plant at different times of the year. This pomegranates in general are absolutely fabulous to have in your garden, in your little orchard, because they are so productive. With one tree, I can positively feed at least two families. And I'm talking about maybe four family members in each family, so 8 people. It's so productive, and I'm just minimizing on how many people you can feed on one pomegranate tree because it gives so many. I'm pretty sure you can feed more families, but I'm keeping it very reserved, conservative. I mean, very low, and I'm pretty sure that you can feed up to two families, no problems with one tree of the pomegranate. I have some amaryllis. It's a red and white flower. I have so many throughout my garden. They are so pretty. And I recently did a video about the green stalk. And the green stalk has been absolutely amazing for my strawberry plants. I have harvested at least 4 to 5 times more since I got the green stalk. I have harvested more strawberries than I have harvested in my whole time of gardening with strawberry plants. And as you can see, I am also testing out some other veggies. So here we have some, uh, this is the Space Master cucumber, and it's looking pretty good. It's doing really good in the green stalk. And I did plant some vinca, and the vinca is doing absolutely fabulous. I planted some green beans. They didn't seem to like it, so I'm not sure if that is a keeper or not. I'm not sure why the green beans didn't like it. I don't know if I planted them too late because they were an afterthought. So I think I planted them too late, and then the heat and the spider mites got to them because they don't look happy, but they also seem to have some damage. And I have another pomegranate tree, also absolutely loaded. I have some black beauty zucchinis here. Yeah, let's turn you around. Very slow. I'm going to try to not make you dizzy. Here I have my papalos. They look beat up because the heat has been intense. The cold weather stayed for very long, and then one day to another, the heat came and the heat stayed, and it's been over 90 degrees every day for the past, I would say, for the past 2 weeks. More Black Beauty zucchini. There's my shadow. Hi! More Black Beauty zucchini. In the spring, I normally do sell plants. I sell seeds. I sell trees, whatever I have laying around that I'm not gonna, need. Or sometimes I do things like this. So these, I planted the rhizomes. I think they're called rhizomes. I'm not sure of the cattle lily, and so I'm gonna have these for sale in spring. And here I'm hoping to, it has nothing, but I'm hoping to plant some watermelon seedlings. Here I have more cattle lilies planted. And I want you to see this one. She is looking beautiful. I have done, I think, 2 or 3 videos about growing pineapples in your garden. Now, you do have to be patient because they can take up to between 18 to 24 months to give you a pineapple. Some of them do it sooner, but it does take a while for you to get a pineapple to harvest. But if you're patient, it is so rewarding. Cutting your pineapple and tasting it, it is extremely sweet. Nothing to do with the ones they sell at the store. So if you want to give it a try, go ahead and do so. You just have to be patient, but it is totally, totally worth it. And here we have more Black Beauty zucchini. Here I have some seedlings that I need to transplant or sell. And here I do have some vinca. Vinca is so pretty. It's just so pretty to me. And it can stand the heat like a champ. It does extremely well in the high heat. I mean, this thing can grow out in the middle of nowhere in the desert and still look absolutely beautiful. All right, let's turn you around very slow. So those yellow ones are the Trooper Dan dahlias. And then here I have some pineapple pups that I'm trying to grow. And these don't look too hot. When I planted them, they looked worse, but now it seems like one of them has a little bit of green. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably rotting, but yep, that didn't stay. All right, no worries. I have more. And that one definitely looks dead. Yeah, that definitely does not look good. It's okay. You lose some, you win some. All right, and then here I have a second pineapple plant growing, but this one doesn't look so good. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but it doesn't look great. I have a baby cantaloupe growing there, and I have another baby cantaloupe there. And this is the one that I showed you guys in one of my shorts that I put the stocking, no, nylon, I don't know what it's called. And let me go ahead and blab about this beautiful Mexican sunflower. It is so stunning. And I know I say that about all the plants because all the plants I have in my garden I absolutely love, but I'm not lying, you guys. It is so beautiful and it attracts so many bees, hummingbirds, and a ton of butterflies. It is so pretty and so bright. Me showing you here, it's not doing it justice. Seeing it in person is 10,000 times brighter, better, and prettier. But yeah, that's one to give it a try. Just remember when harvesting the seeds, be very, very careful because once it dries up, if you try to do like normal flowers and try to scrape it off, you will poke yourself. And let's go in here. And here I just discovered I have, oh, where did it go? Right there. I have another baby cantaloupe growing. All right, let me show you here. This is how the Mexican sunflower gets when it's absolutely dry. And if you try to scrape it, it will hurt like needles going into your fingers. So you definitely don't want to do that. And just a quick lesson here. Let me see. Just a quick lesson on the Mexican sunflower. That is your seed. Those black spear looking things, those are your seeds. And since we like them, we're going to throw the seeds so they can grow here in the garden. I don't know what's going on with this banana plant, but it seems like it's dying, but not to worry because it has a little baby right there. And here I have a Keystone bell pepper, another dwarf Cavendish. I have more of the amaryllis. I have my pink tree. I already ate guava from this one, but look, it is growing more guayabas. So I'm excited. They get pretty big. The one I have over there, let me turn you around. That big one that I have right there, that one does produce a lot of guayabas, but they are tiny. They're like, I don't know what to compare it to. Like a cherry tomato or probably smaller. So they're not very big. They're very tasty though and very sweet, but not very big. This is my bear's lime tree. This is the one my daughter's boyfriend gave me. This is a standard tree. And these two are bear's lime as well, but they are dwarf variety. And the one that is producing like crazy is this one. So it has limes everywhere, I mean just everywhere. It is absolutely loaded. Every branch has a ton of limes. And the other ones did have some little limes growing on it. Like this one has one here and I think one back there, but they're not producing as quickly as the standard one, and it's fine. I will give them time. They have time. There is no rush. This is the Society garlic. And then let me turn you around because I want to show you this. And I'm going to do it slowly because I don't want to make you dizzy. And in case you're a new gardener, if you are growing passion fruit and it starts looking like this, like it's about to die, don't worry, because every year it gives you new growth and you can cut that growth, stick it in soil, and it will grow for you. I have sold so many passion fruit cuttings already rooted, and they take off. They're just very forgiving when it comes to taking cuttings and planting them and them growing. They really don't need any growing hormone or whatever that's called. You just cut a piece, strip the bottom leaves, and then put the piece that you strip of the leaves, put that in soil. Make sure it's not in direct sun the first couple of days, and it will start to root and grow and give you a new plant. In spring, that is what I'm going to be doing with this one. This one is about, I would say, at least 4 years old. So this is a big passion fruit vine, and it has in its work. It has been absolutely productive, but the production now is very low, very mediocre. So I think it's time to take this one down and start a fresh one. And in case you're not familiar with passion fruit, they do get wrinkly, they turn purple, and then you harvest and they have some gooey yumminess inside. Okay, so let's continue. And here is the beefsteak tomato. The beefsteak tomato has been very impressive. I'm very impressed with the variety. It has taken the heat like a champ. The only problem I have with it is that it takes a very long time to produce and ripen the big tomatoes. Now, they're very flavorful in my opinion, so the wait is definitely worth it. But for me, because I have a very small, and I mean a very tiny little garden, I just can't afford to spend so much of my real estate with one variety that will take forever. I'd like to have tomato plants that will grow and produce quick because it gets really hot. So I want to make sure that I have enough time to get my tomatoes, and a lot of them throughout the year. And this one is a good variety, highly recommended if you have space in your garden. It should be a must in the garden, but I don't have space, so I may grow it one year and then the other year I may not. So yeah, let me turn you around. That is the outside of my house. And then here I had onions. We harvest these onions together. Back there, I'm trying an experiment with tomatoes, indeterminate tomatoes. What I do is when it gets too hot and the animals start to deteriorate the plant, what I do is I cut it in half and then they will start to grow again. So I did the same thing with the tomatillo plants to see if they will do the same. I don't think they will because they're not looking happy at all. One actually looks dried and dead already. That one. But it's okay. It's an experiment. Here I have some lilies. And the purple one, these, oh my god, they're so beautiful. I think I uploaded a tiny video or a picture, I'm not sure, but they're so big and beautiful. Here's my comfrey, not looking happy at all because it does not like the heat. Although I have like a couple of, I don't know, I have maybe 3 or 4 irrigation lines going to it, but and here is the 2 mulberry trees. These are definitely a must in a hot climate garden. They're very heat and drought tolerant, and they're very productive. As you can see, they're looking super healthy and beautiful even in the extreme heat that we have here in my area. This is a mom's. This one is an old mom's. I'm going to be taking this out. This is epazote. Epazote is absolutely delicious. It is nutritious and it is medicinal. It is used in the Mexican cuisine. And normally in my family, we use it for chilaquiles. Traditional Mexican chilaquiles have the epazote or with black beans or in some of the soups. And it is a very pungent, strong smell. And once you smell it, you will never forget that smell. But, you know, give it a try. The only thing I would say when you start to eat it, don't take a bunch. You know, don't take like, you know, all the tops of this plant and then put it in your black beans. No, don't do that. I would say take a spig like this, maybe a little bit like this, and put it in your green beans and then give it a try. If it doesn't make you sick, great. If you love the taste, great. You know, and if it's not good for your stomach, then at least you'll know you only used a little bit and it's a no-go for you. But honestly, everybody that I know that has tried it, they haven't gotten sick, but it is a very strong plant, a strong herb. So I always caution people to go little by little. Oh my goodness, I thought that my African blue disc daisy was done. But look, she's still trying to give me seeds. She's so beautiful and so nice. Oh, another thing. If you ever grow epazote, just be ready because the epazote grows millions of seeds on one plant. Like they will spread throughout your garden like wildfire. And I mean it, like wildfire. The good thing for me in my house, we love epazote. So when we see a plant that's growing just wherever it wants, we let it do its thing. We don't cut it unless we're going to use it for food or tea or something like that. I have more society garden. I have another epazote plant here, more amaryllis. And I am thinking this is the ice cream bean tree. That's what I think. I have seen videos and it looks pretty similar, but I guess we won't know until it produces some fruit. I'm thinking that's what it is. Another epazote doing whatever it wants. You can see not. And these are the Keystone bell peppers. Looking so beautiful, so happy, so healthy, so green. I am absolutely glad that I planted the plants here because it seems like they really like three 2 to 3 hours of morning sun, direct sun, and then they have dappled sun throughout the day. I think it's called dappled, where they just get sun in between the branches of the trees in front of it. So yeah, they absolutely love it. And we already have one growing. It looks so beautiful, but I think it's the only one so far, unless I haven't seen the other ones, because they do camouflage with the actual plant itself. And well, my guaje tree, oh my goodness, let me take you to the other side, because I want to talk a little bit about guaje tree before we end this garden tour. And look, the oranges are oranging already. That is the Valencia orange. But okay, let's go back out. Let's talk about, turn around slightly. Let's talk about this majestic beast. Okay, the guaje tree is one of the most productive trees I have ever seen in my entire life. As you can see, it has the guaje vines loaded on each branch. It is loaded with guaje vines. Now, the guaje is just like the ipaso. It's very strong, it's very pungent. I would say give it a try little by little. It is very nutritious. I did a video about it once, but it has so many vitamins and it can be used as iron. It has a lot of iron. It has, I can't think off the top of my head, but it is amazing. Do some research on that, and if you can find it, grow it. Every fall or every winter it loves to be cut down, and I mean not just pruning, I mean cut down to just about, I don't know, 3 feet of trunk, and it will come back like this, massive. I don't know how tall this is, but I think it's about 20 feet. I'm not sure. I'm not good with measurements, but it is so productive. It is so beautiful, and it is nutritious and definitely good for your body. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the tour. It's not a typical one. Normally I like to go one by one, but I don't want to bore you out of your mind. It would take me like 3 hours to talk to you about everything that I have, and you know what it is and how it grows and how to feed it. And yeah, like here are some walking onions doing absolutely fabulous. Here's my bay leaf tree, and here is more walking onions. And well, that's it for the tour. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about any of the trees or any of the plants or any of the shrubs that you see in my garden, please never ever hesitate to ask me. I am here to help you, and you know, we learn together, we grow together, and we need to grow community, not just our gardens. Well guys, that's it from Little Bean's Garden. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and sharing this video with your friends. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.